So we're having a catch up with Juan Luque. You've obviously had the operation now. How did that go, and how's the first week or so of recovery going?
Well, it went really well. It was good because only the ligament was broken, so the rest was intact, which is a good sign. So it's like less time. Well, you could add more time to it if you got like meniscus or like cartilage damaged, which wasn't the case. So that's good news to start with. Then obviously the operation went well. I've been 2 weeks working really hard, trying to get the swelling down and doing all the exercises 4 times a day, and it takes long, but it's boring, but it is what it is. I had my 2 weeks catch up and he was very pleased with it. He said to add more exercises now and to keep going, so at the moment it's a bit boring, but you need to go through it, so it's good.
So in terms of that road to recovery, do you know at this stage how many weeks it will be, or is it just a case of keeping a check on it and seeing how you're progressing?
Well, they said before the operation, they said about January. My personal aim was Boxing Day because it's a big day here in England. But you can't. There's some things that you can't control, and it could be that, I don't know, a week it gets more swollen or anything, and then you have to slow down again, and it takes 1 week off the. So you can't really aim for 1 week or for 1 day. It's just obviously personal aim to work hard for that aim. But I think it's more the case of going stage by stage. So now it's 2 weeks before the check. Now it's another 2 weeks before another check. So it's like focus on these 2 weeks, so that when I go to the check, everything is fine again, and he's happy with it, and then I could focus on the next stage. We could be, I don't know which it's going to be, but at the moment I'm focused on these 2 weeks ahead before I see him again. Then see what he says, and then focus on what he says and what do I have to do next.
Obviously, naturally there's a physical repair to happen, but obviously there's that mental side to it as well, isn't it? How fixed are you on your recovery, getting back? Obviously the motivation to be back out there must be right up in the forefront of your mind.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, obviously it's tough because you're at home. Well, I've been at home for 2 weeks in bed most of the day, just doing exercises, same exercises every day, 4 times a day, and it gets boring, as I was saying. But then my mum is helping me a lot. Is trying to keep my spirits high, as you can all see in my social media. But not only that, like Regan as well. Like everyone's trying to call me and speak to me how I'm doing. So everyone's trying to look after me. And obviously today to come here, see the boys, and be involved somehow, even though I'm doing my exercises still. It's just like easy for the mind. But yeah, mentally it's a tough challenge that I take with all my soul and all my energy to get to that Boxing Day, hopefully. But obviously I don't want to say just Boxing Day, because people would think, oh, if he's not in Boxing Day, that means that he hasn't worked hard. So it should be by January, but if I could be before January, it would be obviously best.
I wanted to mention your mum. Obviously, mums anyway, they're always going to be your #1 fans, aren't they? But she's been a rock for you in recent weeks, hasn't she?
Yeah, I mean, she doesn't speak English. She came here. She has to drive on the other side, which is a nightmare. She's a nightmare, but it's dangerous. But she has to go through it because we need shopping, like we need food. I obviously have to go with her. I suffer for my life sometimes, but now she's getting a bit used to it. But it takes a bit of loads of courage to go somewhere that you don't speak a language, and you have to do everything. And obviously at home she helps me with everything. She cooks for me. She does everything I need. She dresses me out. She helps me get into the shower. It's like I'm a little kid now. At least for a couple more weeks I will be. But yeah, like it's just the best mum. Obviously my mum, but for me she's just the best. And obviously apart from that, she has her moments where she just goes, puts on music, walks into the room, start dancing, and it just puts me a smile on my face, which is also appreciated.
So a star of your Instagram lives in recent weeks. Let's take back a couple of weeks before the operation. You had the chance to go to Celtic Manor for the National League AGM and gala dinner. Looking very sharp that evening. How was that for you?
Yeah, well, obviously that was a bit of like a reward of not only that season, but all the hard work I put to get to where I am. But yeah, I think it was probably one of the best days to be there with everyone from the National League, to get the award in front of everyone and to be recognised for a good work, not only personally but obviously collectively, because we collected as well the league trophy in front of everyone. It was just something that I'll never forget. And
finally, as you say, you're trying to, while you're boring hours away on Twitch, here's your opportunity. Let people know what it is and how they can keep in touch with you.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been doing much because obviously it's been painful. The first 2 weeks has been quite tough to move around and to organise everything. So, but yeah, I'm playing loads of PlayStation, and like now I'm more able to sit down and to manage myself a bit more. Before I was like just in bed, so probably gonna start streaming again quite often until I go Spain. Then it might go down again. But it's just some fun. I play with fans if they fancy it, and then I just have some fun.
Well, I'm sure you know from your teammates, the management, the staff, everyone behind the scenes, the fans, we're all willing you and wishing you every success at recovery, and we can't wait to see you back in black and amber and out on that pitch for us. But very best of luck to you.
Thank you. Thank you.